I hope my favorite single-kidneyed streamer is doing well today.
Castological, hello and thank you. It's true, I have one kidney. I'm doing fine. Kind of woke up in a funk. You know those days? Honestly, feeling better to be streaming. You know those days where you wake up late and then it's just like one shoe's on the wrong foot and then everything goes downhill from there. But you know what? Sometimes for those days, you just gotta lean into it. You gotta be like, you know what? I'm in a funk. That's how I'm feeling. But that's fine. I'm gonna make a quick iced coffee, and then we're gonna get started, head right into the gameplay. Because we're in funk mode, I don't feel like putting my camera on, so I'm just gonna be a voice the whole time. See you soon!
Ooh, jazzy.
What's up, gamers? Mark Rojas, thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna boot up the game now. I'm gonna say, let's get started. I'm pooped. I've got so much stuff to do today post-stream, which I think is why I started late. You ever have one of those days where you're like, I've got so much stuff to do that I am just dragging my feet on doing all of it? Probably not a healthy coping mechanism, but I've been so freaking busy lately. We're gonna pop into the game. Boop. Country to jazz to disco. Look, we all like to party. Anyway, what was I saying? Continue. You know, sometimes you're just so overwhelmingly busy, and it's just like, I just need a break from being busy for 2 seconds. Is this where we stopped? It must have been. Okay. Gameplay feels quiet. Is it just me? I think nothing's happening with the music yet. Okay. Can I do karaoke? I think not yet. Maybe we can come back in the evening. I'm gonna try, since we have Kim here, I'm gonna try to talk to this guy, because Kim might have some perspective or something to say.
The circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Alright, Titus. I don't need to establish authority. I'm gonna scan the room.
Starting from the sitting.
Okay,
on
we've
a
done
cross,
this already, but...
asymmetric, and then standard working boot. The emblem on his vest says in the
Just
far
we're checking out
corner,
every shoe
standard
size and
working
whatnot.
boot, steel reinforced toes
Where?
on his neck. Let's call this one
the little
size
guy?
41 in the middle. In conclusion,
One of them's missing.
exactly.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Alright, I wanna talk about the hanging again.
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph.
Good
Alright.
one, Titus.
Okay, no more
About
questions.
fucking time.
Fine, goodbye. Okay, got my camera or my light on him. Need to get into a good outfit. Not the vibes I'm feeling tonight. Take this off. Clothes. We could do... We could go for an all-white look. We could go for a real cop look. Classic cop hat. Do these fun glasses. Let me do the beanie because it's cold. Actually, no, this has more fun. Alright, well, let's take it from there. Why don't we fast travel? Nope, I'm not in the one very specific spot for fast traveling. So, just a moment. Okay. I feel like I have too much to do. Is Tuesday vibes? Yes. Totally. It's Tuesdays. Let's go back to the church. Poke around before we break into it. We still haven't poked around this whole area completely. But I'm no longer smiling. I've shaved my mutton chops. Got my dice. I feel like... What's his face is leading the way. I'm not against, but... Can I get over here at all? No? Ooh, what do we got? Okay. Oh, I should have talked to what's-her-face. You know I'm talking about? The woman. Rusty gears. Okay, the engine. Pain. Okay, let's see what we've got here.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
It's military. A service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay.
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or
What?
a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Why don't we put on some interfacing gloves? Although this is +2, right? What is that little chime? Okay. Nothing is negative interfacing, right? Alright, well, let's party.
An old
See how we do.
worn by elements
3.
guards the
Red
depot.
check cannot be
The
retried.
wind has
What
blown
the
us.
heck? I got more interfacing juice. Why is it... Oh, that's a stinky shame. Alright, let's put these gloves back on. The yellow ones. Yeah, I'm feeling the yellow gloves vibe. Alright, well, continue on. Don't need to get in there right now. It's a red check, so... Let's see if we have any more... oh, here we go. We have a reed.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds.
Okay,
The
look
reeds
around.
sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here.
How's everyone else
near the
feeling?
Cape's end,
You having a good time?
surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna say, how are you enjoying the cardio? I'm gonna say nothing.
Neither does the lieutenant. He
Alright. Fair enough. Took a lunch nap to go for another. Nice. When y'all are in a funk, what do you do to get out of it? I feel like I try to get back to my routine, especially if I've like started the day like stumbling into it, but it's not always easy. And a lot of times I'm like, oh, I just gotta lean into the funk. My Discords are blowing up. Okay. I'll look into that later. Ooh, a new tie! Vented scarf. Lovely. We are wearing this. Oh, that is nice. I think that's a nice look. I wish it fit with the collar better, you know? Okay. Okay. Tired? You think you're getting sick? Oh no. Wife and you both had therapy today. Had dope sessions. That's great. I might get back into therapy. I think it'd be good through the holidays, you know what I mean? Check out the trap. Okay, working on it. Check out the trap. Okay. Okay, we want to check out the trap near the canal I crossed, southeast of the village. We're working on the traps. I want to get the traps done. Oop, what do we got? Boardwalk rises to your south. Casts a long shadow over you. After the stream, I'm watching all 3 RoboCops. Hell yeah. I think I've seen the first couple. What is this? -1 to empathy. I'm not down for less empathy. It does look good. The hell is Polo? That's funny. But my empathy's already pretty high, so probably be an okay thing to have -1 on. First it came out in 1987, just like me. I was not around in 1987. I assume my parents knew each other then. Sometimes you never know, you know? I need to figure out how to get into this church. I said we should poke around more, but I did not see jack shit elsewhere. Ooh! Glasses! Oh my god, we are just picking up so many clothes. This rocks. Okay, I need to take this hat off just so I can see what I'm doing. These are fun glasses. Alright. Yeah. I'm enjoying the look. What is that? Jim's head? Okay. Sorry, my Discord is making noise today. I feel like I have it silenced, but I guess not. Okay, back to business. Speaking of good years, I was talking to my friend Jamie, actually. Can I click on this ladder? No. About 2023 and how everyone's having what feels to be an overwhelming and crazy 2023. And my theory...
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
Okay,
The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock.
Right,
Nothing
the doors.
happens.
I don't think that's going to work.
I want to try. Okay, well, let's get... Anyway, I'll finish my theory in a moment. This is what, physical instrument was what it was? Oh. This is both positive things. I want to try to get more positive things. But I also like my new tie. Sure. I don't know why you have the little chime whenever you do that one. Is this both positive? No. Negative. Okay. We'll have more luck. Alright, well, let's
Heavy
try it.
wooden doors, more than twice your height,
Whoa.
stand shut in front of you.
Okay, maybe we won't. Not now. Okay, we're just gonna pick out a great outfit, which I know I've been doing 500 million times, but going for it again. Okay, this outfit is fine. I feel weird wearing the armored gloves. Okay, Raw Dog Book Club going now. Yeah! We're talking Raw Dog in the Discord. Ooh, money. Anyway, I think that 2023 is crazy because it's like the world has opened on enough. We're in like a post-COVID society. You know, obviously COVID is still happening. What is all of this? Hold on. Oh, shit. These all have money in them? Oh. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to get a drink. Okay, whoops. Thought it was just a bottle. Okay, we have to search all of these. This is amazing. But it's like society has mostly opened up. But it's like you have to now contend with like, I just lost 3 years of my life. We all went through something very traumatic, and now you have to like live with that. You know what I mean? And it's just like you have to get back to the busyness of life, and it's just the economy's screwed, society's in shambles. I don't know if y'all agree with this.
A shaggy-looking girl,
but I do
in
think
her
2023
late
is
teens or early
tough year.
20s, kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption.
Rent's too
in
damn
her
high.
hand.
Well said.
Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
I kind of want to be like, dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
So should you.
Oh, yep. I should.
I don't know, some kind of a store?
Okay.
Maybe a general store? Look, man, fuck the hat.
Okay.
I'm
Fair
sorry I
enough.
said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me. A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
All these lines of dialogue with her are loco, and granted I started by calling her dear child,
Why?
so... forget it.
Okay.
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
It's a contact microphone.
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
I sometimes think exposed roots look cool.
Your
Yeah,
mangled brain
Ooh,
would
like
like
that.
you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Any news on my wife's name? How about my mother?
No, you're
Alright.
welcome.
Thank you. So does this have anything to do with contact mic?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, the boxer.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
How does it work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where'd you get it from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I'm gonna say, I get down.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't know what that means
That's
either.
Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a rec tape player and a completely trash hostile room. Well, that's kind of fun. I'm gonna say it anyway. We're gonna
That's
lean
cool.
into it. Nice. All right. Well, let's
Sure.
contact Mike. Non-Mike questions.
Okay.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess. I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What
I
for?
don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Interesting. With
The
recordings for?
musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of
Cutting the
cracks in
tapes
the ice and
together.
keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
Honestly, this sounds like some of the music I listen to.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers
I like a little.
too. I don't have a synthesizer.
I don't even know what genre to call it.
She looks at the recording
Noise
device,
music, I guess.
the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, you're cold.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
That it's supposed to be a music place? What is that?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here where the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room. Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
All right, other questions?
Go ahead.
Tell me more about the music place.
It's supposed to become like a club for Nordic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah,
What is dance music?
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments,
Like what?
synthesizers and tape consoles, microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes. This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness, or something finer?
You want to put it, or turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea.
It's kind
Andre
of
and
fun.
the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah, what do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things going on in that church.
Say I'll talk
If you're
to him.
police, they're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Padlock.
No, not really.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Yeah, you know, that's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door.
Is Noid a friend
Yeah, I
of yours?
guess you could say that. To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell you.
Alright, other question.
Go ahead.
I feel like my empathy should be higher. Is a white check? It is. Boop.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover.
Alright.
Underneath you see
Okay.
That's it for now.
Bye.
Although I could level up my empathy immediately. I'm tempted to do. Have anything that has plus empathy? Okay, eventually, maybe. Minus empathy, hell no. Hello, friends. How are we doing? Okay. I'm gonna put on a hat. And 2, I'm gonna level up my empathy. Why not? I feel like there's probably other stuff I should level instead. But whatever. I'm having fun. Oh, I already did it. Alright, let's
Hello
pick up the
again.
tape.
the device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
Sorry I have to sit here on the ice, feeling miserable. At your age, or at any age, in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
People who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It's easier to live in the failure with this by your side.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
Not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
Nothing if you've got this. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer? Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
I'm gonna say people just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the sake of progress. I don't know. I'm worried. that I'm-
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress?
No, that's probably not it, is it?
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
Could be right. I don't know for certain.
Well, think about... Anyway, was there something else?
Thanks, kid. That's it for now. Okay, well, let's go talk to the kids in the tent. Look at all their junk first. Ooh, what is this? Did I do the reality
The pain
lowdown?
of Etonite
Yes, I
has been
did.
planted
With the
into
rich
the
lady?
snow, barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What
It
is
looks
this?
like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push it
The
over.
pain falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Right. Okay, what do we got?
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric.
The world
covering
sounds
a
really
pile
interesting
of
with the
stuff.
pail and whatnot. I
The flap
agree.
is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel.
It reminded me of
reminiscent
Annihilation,
The sticker on the
the
patio
pail.
are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out. Sorry, you barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
All right, fair enough, Kim.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Fun. If I can fit in here, that girl can fit in here.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret,
Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent! All core! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
So hardcore!
Is it though?
Okay. It is!
What is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
I was thinking that too.
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chicks checker. Yeah!
Could there have been a right way out of this
Solve the
garden
egghead
thought
puzzle?
past, you think?
Oh, no, there's a... Oh, that's the next thing. Okay. Well... Okay, I need to try talking to this person.
The young man
This is hardcore.
Is it?
It's hardcore!
I don't know what to say to that.
Skibber danger.
Okay, let's figure this out.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Mercenary.
Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yako Kata! The place to... Yako Kata!
Yekokata
Okay.
is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural mega
Can you do a vaguely European
in the
accent?
extreme
Yes.
southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of
Why'd I get
fertilizer.
money? I have like a skill check from this thing where if I do encyclopedia, I get plus 10 XP and 2 real. Real. However the fuck you say it.
An intricate system of irrigation networks
Hardcore.
on Earth. Intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Did I solve the puzzle? I don't think I did. Okay.
We're closed. True. Hard. Full. Car. Hardcore. Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it. Or
Hardcore!
maybe it's not Gotwaldian.
Yes. I'm getting
Maybe
freaking rich from this
it's
conversation.
Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name.
Is the
Could you
famous-
be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
You know about him? You know Van Eyck?
Yeah, major egghead.
Wow!
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
I love this art.
So am I! So am I! Oh! Is that why they call you Egghead? Because Egghead to the Mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man! The Advent?
Did I solve the puzzle? What the heck?
We're close. True, hard, full, car! Hardcore! Hardcore to the Mega! Here comes the night!
Okay, we'll figure this out
We're
eventually.
close. True, hardcore! Hardcore to internally coherent! All car! All right! Gotta get the people going! Yeah, request! I want everybody as close to the stage as possible. We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore, hardcore, internally coherent. All car! All right! Yeah! Gotta get the people I'm the party boy. It's my job.
What's a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
There is a place far away in Katla, beyond a certain latitude,
Getting freaking
known
rich.
as Winter's Orbit. where there are 25 hours in a day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full of eternite, depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills. The Suru live there.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go try back to going to say nothing, essentially the whole time.
He furrows his brow as his very large head
Hardcore!
I'm a little worried it
The
isn't.
question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just
But
idiotic.
there was a question?
What?
The cloud. True. Hard.
Nothing,
Hardcore,
nothing,
hardcore,
nothing,
internal,
nothing,
all
he
nothing.
furrowed.
Hard. The
Don't
question
worry.
is, what is the question?
Just answer the
But
question.
there was no question. The cloud.
Okay.
True. Hardcore. Hardcore. Internally coherent. All core.
He furrows.
Hardcore. The question is, what is? But there was a.
Okay.
The cloud. True.
So-
Hardcore. Hardcore. Internal. All core.
He furrows.
Hard.
So
Is it
hardcore.
hard?
Just think of
One
a moment
mind,
ago.
one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
Alright, let's talk to somebody else and we'll go
A
back to
youngish
him.
man, bleaching the tips
Teenagers
of his
are
hair
perplexing.
with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, this kid's normal.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future
Don't worry, we'll
will look
be
like.
going back to Egghead. I feel like we made good progress figuring out
Imbecilic.
with
Yes,
the other dude.
should the future ever come,
Good musician.
it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy. His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
Okay, this guy could look like a dude from Blade Runner or a rich mom from the 80s whose husband is cheating on her, so she drinks martinis at 3 p.m.
And Egghead.
Egg.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation. We like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Why are
You
you?
see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real
Bowie
estate part.
vibes. Oh, sure. I like Bowie vibes. I was getting Bowie vibes. I
Place
love
is
a
a
typo,
shithole.
genuinely. I think they're fun.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Was there something you wanted from with the church?
Oh, so you've met her? Good, good. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dope heads.
Burnouts! Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that. The world.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Leans back, watching steady gaze. Opinion and an experience. I'm gonna say this one.
They're spooky.
What do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their
Hardcore Grace.
spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter.
I'll look
Get in.
into it.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
I'm gonna say
I
padlock.
did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Let's say how long have they been
Not
locked
long.
in?
Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean,
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something
freaking
called
rich.
exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
Yeah, I catch your
I
drift.
knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
It feels good to be the smart cop, doesn't it? That's a good cop to be. Has a nice ring to it.
Stop
Smart.
buttering me up.
Oh, okay. I won't do that anymore.
I need
of
the key.
course. Noid.
All right.
I'm gonna let it fall to the ground and pick it up like a normal adult. I recently hung out, well, not hung out. I am mentoring and volunteering mentoring college students, and I met with them, and then I was like, I feel like that hello fellow kids meme, and then that did not hit. And I'm like, you know what? The coolest thing to do as an adult with younger people is just be an adult and not care. So let's let it fall to the ground.
watches you pick up the key with a smirk.
Okay, other question.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
You broke now. Yeah. Well, you can always just type Grace. Spike Dude's like a young Rick and Morty. Tell us what you want to know. Look, someone's got to start the train, someone's got to end the train. And that's the beauty of a Grace train. Okay. What's the deal with Egghead? Okay, what are these people in the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. Well, there's also the...
This machinery is
Machinery.
of the deeply mystical variety.
When
Fun.
I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
The Money Park is amazing. I feel a little weird because I think
Wires running into
basically
bowls of water. Wires
I like
into
am
water.
pretentious now,
Never seen
but I'm
anything
fucking
like
rich
it.
and I need money. So, okay.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it
Feeling.
felt like there was something in there with us,
Okay.
watching us from the dark.
Good to know.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Ooh, a raid! Hello, Ghost Beach Games. You playing anything fun?
Felt like
Can
silence.
ghosts haunt a
Awful
beach?
Silence.
I assume they can. Are there any stories of haunted beaches? Forgot to tell your chat you were raiding. Fun. Anyway, hello, Ghost Beach Games. I want to know about
For this
ghost
man,
hauntings on a beach.
even regular
I want
silence
to
is
know
awful.
what you do when you're in a funk and need to
But
get out of
that
it.
was
And I want to know what you're
something
playing.
greater.
Or none of the above. Death Stranding. I should retry that game. Haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the
Keisha
church
makes you old,
a
yeah.
couple of times, and we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kind of it.
Was something
Like
watching
you aren't
you?
alone.
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a
Google's
ghost.
telling me that Ghost Beach is a Goosebumps
you
book.
know
Nice.
what he
I
means?
love Goosebumps. I think I may have told this. I don't remember, but I was a
It was
child.
this dark shape
in-
climbing upside down along the
I
ceiling.
think late
like some
elementary
kind of
school, like
crab man.
fifth or sixth grade, I think. And me and my friend would rent every Goosebumps book from the
Yeah, you know,
library.
the way it was
And
climbing
then we would
up and
swap
around the
them
ceiling,
and then return
like a
them.
crab.
And eventually the librarian was like, you know, you can get other books, right? And I'm like, girl, we're kids who are excited about reading. Yes, you can haunt a beach. Okay. Good to know. Nobody goes there though because it's not as easy to investigate as a cramped house, which gets all the popular attention. Goosebumps rule. I agree.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush
Yeah, the
behaviour.
TV episode. Nice.
Odd. Crabs
Okay.
are usually marine creatures. and not known for climbing walls.
You sure there was a
Yeah,
crab man?
totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time. But
Fun thing about
believe her.
Goosebumps is I think
If she
they're
comes
relatively
out running
formulaic.
and says there's a crab
I
in
also
there,
don't really
there's a
remember
crab
much.
in
I
there.
remember the one about the kid who learned how to fly. That one stayed with me. I think that
Should
is
ask
really
her about it.
one of the best
Nice.
kids books I ever
Don't
read.
tell her you don't believe in your crab.
There probably is no crab man.
Okay.
Don't let them draw
Well,
you in with this
machinery?
nonsense.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you.
I love that everyone
As if to
has
say,
different favorite
"This is
Goosebumps
a
books,
dark
genuinely.
corner.
I love to play games
Look
and watch streams when
behind
Gloomy Dread
it."
sinks in. Happens a lot of time this year. Seasonal stuff is rough on me. Yeah, I get that. Honestly, as someone in LA, I really miss having like a rain day or a gloomy day. We had that hurricane day a while back and it was so nice because we were forced to stay in. We couldn't run any errands. And now me and my girlfriend try to have like a hurricane day a couple times a month where we just do nothing and don't leave the house, don't run any errands. I'm not always good at it because we've been so busy lately, but it's helpful. Okay. What?
It means like one of those rich boy private
Sort of
radio
lost the
stations
thread on this
where
conversation.
you can listen to people getting killed on.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid,
He appears sincere enough, sire. You could, of course, be wrong.
we're getting derailed here. In
Okay.
short, you can tell to Noid about the machines.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Love a rain gloomy day. Yes, so good. Yes, and it's especially
This is
if
a
you never
below
get them,
feeble
it's like such a
attempt at
treat.
avoidance. Basically,
The,
he's
like,
attempting to weaponize
Rainy noise on the
idiocy.
windows, so relaxing. The feeble attempted avoidance is attempting to weaponize idiocy. You can't, but you do. I should weaponize idiocy. Okay, I'm gonna say nothing
I'm
wrong with this argument.
70% sure they're substance users.
Alright,
Oh,
talk
sure.
about something else.
What?
I want to talk
He's
to
a
Egghead.
quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
How do you communicate with
Well,
them?
he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate.
You wanna
Yeah,
talk to him?
sometimes. When I like stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore.
I always
Omega
loved the
first,
Goosebumps
though.
stories where you choose your own adventure.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna mask it.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
Okay, start with
Yes.
something else. Pen full of
Yes.
equipment.
What? The what now?
Sure. Nasal spray.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor looking to the souffleur for his line.
What?
I have a major sinus infection.
Who the hell's a
Stuffy
souffleur?
nose. We all do. Shit's all
Yeah.
blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
Can't find a
Yes, that's all Nosefed's doing.
Nosefed is the shit.
Okay. I have nose problems too.
Sure. Here you go, officer.
Great.
The noser. Blast away.
Yeah, in water.
Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
Still
Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold.
Enough
He
of this.
nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
I do want to analyze. I say that's
As
it for now.
always,
And I want to logic. Logic. More logic, please. Oh, logic. Oop, logic. Wait, no. This is 2 logic. Rather that. Okay. Alright, well. Let's
Hi
try the
again.
logic again.
So, how things
Ooh,
going?
hi! Alright, here we go.
A number of things don't add up. How about gather around, kids?
Sure.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned.
Night in Terror Tower, the cover was. I should re-look into that. I should reread some of those Goosebumps books. They're fun.
Their would-be leader is less
Time to pass.
amused.
I'm not sure where and how. I feel sick and became a shadow you see now. Before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective. Hold on. There would be leaders less amused. Do I need to get into this? I feel like part of me is like, they might like it, but I'm just gonna do things don't add up.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
This is the making of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Let me say you don't have headphones.
What do you know about spinning tape?
Now you
Nothing.
pawn them, likely for lab equipment and drug
I'm
ingredients.
sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
The Nosafed is here for active
He said it
ingredients.
was for his nose. What more do you want?
Distilled water.
Of all cellular-based life.
What do you mean, friend?
The other
It's
speaker.
a
you only have one.
one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. No shit.
Try to use complete detector to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Against the law?
I meant to say, not true. What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
You tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up.
Okay, man. Okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
You gotta read How I Learned to Fly. I'm pretty sure that was the one. The Goosebumps book, I like to think that's what it was called. It wasn't really even that scary, but that's what made it so good.
Because we do! We totally do!
We totally
We
do!
just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
Why do you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up. No, man, they're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
I'm gonna say wouldn't work for the lab. I'm gonna say do it clean. No lab, just a club.
Yeah! I knew it. It's impossible now. No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for anodic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
What is this about a fish?
There needs to be a club for anodic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful.
Nice. Egghead
This
rocks.
will be a victory for the light. Okay. We'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Egg? From here on, it'll be straight all the way. As always, we'll...
Let's try with Egghead again.
True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore is a mega, internally coherent. All core, all right.
He furrowed.
Hardcore.
So
Is it though?
hardcore. It is.
What is it? I mean, really?
What's the question?
No, but seriously,
Oh, I solved
I'm a
it.
bit worried it isn't.
I just got so close the first time.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Why are there lungs on your belt
Lungs are
buckle?
for love. When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Yeah, good.
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
Let's say. Makes perfect sense.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words.
Woo!
It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipated into your neck. Feels good. Like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your
I wonder if
body.
Dolores Day was a good person. Me too, but everyone in this game
No
doesn't seem to be a good
nation,
person
but
except for Kim.
transnation. No war, but class war.
I mean, I can't read it.
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault.
Oh, it's already 5 in the game. I should.
Unless you were thinking Revershaw imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You're right.
Hardcore superstar.
Tell me something else.
Yeah! There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto. Like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
I'm gonna say it's super hardcore.
Fuck yeah, I knew it.
He seems sure, but you are left with the nagging doubt you might have overestimated the hardcoreness of that jam.
Okay, let's try it again.
It's like it.
I think it's
If anything, it sounds a bit proto. Like it's
proto.
not.
Wow! Culture cop!
Okay,
I
there
think
we go.
you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police!
No! This is the... What?
think
Guys,
make it harder
there's
for it.
something happening in his head. Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
I know! So does mine!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
What? I don't know. What hasn't failed me? Okay, well, can't help with right now.
Yeah!
Physical instrument. Maybe your body. Okay, alright, goodbye. Let's see if we can do
Alright!
physical instrument. And then we gotta move on and open the thing. The church. Okay. Physical instrument. Okay, good. What do we got? I will never learn which have each thing I need. You know what I mean? Do that for fun. Isn't a physical instrument right now? Okay. Nothing is negative. Oh, well, no, something is negative to physical instrument. this. I'll add a little drama. Drama +3, authority -1, physical instruments only +1. But we're gonna still try.
Large-headed.
Good morning! Yeah!
All right, let's give it a try.
Pump it up!
Boom.
Pump it up!
You know it in
Woo!
your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land.
Needs more bass.
What?
Such a weird quest. I agree, but I love being the cop that's like, you want to learn about the weird cryptid things? All right. You want to figure out what's the best kind of music? Let's do it. And a melody. Good melody. This makes something really stick.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know. I was thinking you
I'm
would know.
sorry. I don't know anything about and not.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Let's say a citizen
The young
investigation.
man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically,
fun.
what you need to find here.
Me and
is
Egghead
a
are
tape with
vibing.
some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to
Nice.
remix fan.
Yeah. Maybe that street talker across the pawn shop has got some tapes
That's
to
a good
sell.
idea.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out,
I think I
Copman.
have a tape.
Man!
Have a tape with me. Maybe you could use it to improve the jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spin the tape until the space escape! Righteous! No! No, can't do! This is gonna make people sad!
Okay,
This
sorry.
isn't sadcore! Yeah!
All right, well, goodbye. I'm gonna leave the tent. Do we even want to talk to
So
Noid?
you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a...
All right, we're gonna leave. I'll deal with that later. Never seen anything in this game. I think if I tried to play it, I'd be disappointed the entire game. Isn't this insane? Yeah, that's fair. Although a lot of it kind of is. I'll be
Yes?
real with you. Okay, nothing. Yeah, that section was pretty fun. Hey, girly, what are you up to?
The shaggy-haired girl.
So you talked to my associates, right?
I'll help you, all right?
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
I'm gonna say drug lab.
I did, and I'm sorry.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care. I'm loco. I just wanted you to know I know what the plan. Said you try to admit the truth. It's the same thing.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. May I ask? What did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans. Just no drug
Thank
labs,
you.
please.
I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Thank you. You guys told me you went inside the church?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out,
Okay.
crab man, than the others.
We'll see you go and tell me you're right. Let me ask you something else. Oh. We'll see.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, straight. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
Bad man.
He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that.
Yeah, that'd be
looking
pretty
at me.
scary.
Like a crab, you say?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
What would you stand to gain?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
I don't need to know about your associates. That's it for now. Let's go into the church. Okay. Church. All right.
Heavy wooden door. The
Okay,
lock
have a
turns
key.
east.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area, its black halls and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes
Pretty wild all the
into
way through, but
dark
then you gotta walk
innards
around
of
and
the
stuff. Yeah,
church,
that's true.
as though rushing
True.
to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Ooh, gorgeous. I love old churches, genuinely. I love looking at the architecture. I think they're fascinating. What do we got? Strangeness fills you to look ahead. You'd walk here, not run. Okay, I'll listen to that. Task wooden figure, looks half finished. Let's change into church attire. Bark beetles, looks intentional. Long forgotten style. No hat. Okay, the rest can stay.
Why does art inspire you so much?
Ooh, it does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment.
Okay.
In short, art is the highest form of human
You know we love art
communication,
talk here.
representation,
I hope we run into Sister
narrative,
Wendy.
emotion, and agency intertwined.
Where is the promise of happiness? Damn.
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Have to visit old ones.
To be
Nice.
honest,
Bring
you
them
have
the
the
grotto
exact
if you're in
features
Portland.
of
Okay,
the modern
cool.
artist, with that wild hair and those clothes. Perhaps you should try to write poetry someday and critique architecture.
Is architecture also
Of
art?
course not. It's autism,
What?
box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You
Okay,
should
I
demean
like
and
architecture and it
criticize
is
the
art.
genteel institution.
I was gonna say I've
Yes,
been feeling
you
critical.
seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores.
50%
as
of art
made
is critic. What is
manifest in
needed?
Stuffy
If I
biennials.
don't have...
We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
kind of like being sorry cop. Can you be two cops at once? You can say yes and not complete the thought. That's true. Well, I'll say yes.
Exactly.
But I do like
It's
being-
not only your
Can you
duty
be both?
to
You can be two
only
cops at
catch
once.
the criminals
Great.
or go ahead and
Oh, I love that. I do need to... Next level ups for unlocking shit. Okay. Okay. Find a tape with a melody. Okay, we're working on it. Trying not to run. We should save. It's been a minute. Blackboard, complex equations. What are these things? Prayer book. Ooh, money. Bowl filled with water. Live with wire runs to it. Okay. Well, let's get this first since we're here. Ooh, is this a scarf? You know, I love random clothing we find. Ooh, that's a bottle. That's the bottle right there. Scarf. Oh, that's lovely. Did I level? Oh, great. Well, why don't we unlock this? And then... Let's do this one, but we'll do this next. Okay, Stone Frost. Okay. Ooh, shoes? Damn, we get a whole freaking new outfit. Those look like nice shoes too. Fake. We gain empathy. Ooh, you know we love empathy. Okay. We're sorry cop, we're empathy cop, we're art cop. This all makes sense to me.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Machine looks like the one in the doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect. A model number RC70.
Okay.
The Ream Prefect is
Nice.
the governmental
Dude, I'm
version
feeling
of the
so
commonly
rich.
used Ream Civic model.
Let me
All you
investigate,
see
please.
fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like another filament memory.
Okay, I
Press
can hit
the
play.
speaker comes to life. Statics.
Good afternoon. Votre accident en Saint-Brune.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
It's me again. How are
Good,
you?
thank you. Please repeat. Good.
Look inside.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I don't know the password.
Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Alright, thanks.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is
Print.
nothing happens.
Okay. What do we say? Possibly recording something? There's like a doorway, I'm guessing. Okay, what do we got?
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. This is her innocence,
Oh.
glorious day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
I'm gonna look up.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She acknowledges the passing of
Powers on her
someone who is
followers.
still alive.
Okay.
You,
I'm gonna say compassion.
as that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Cool.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile.
Okay, door
The old
stay.
woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez.
Near
It's
this
a minor
place?
landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding.
On the coast of
Cool.
an uninhabited archipelago.
Okie
where only
dokie.
animals
I want to
had
do
room
what
to
else you know,
fall
but I love
in
saying
the
okie
wild
dokie.
reeds.
There used
What
to
else
be
do you
7
know?
stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The Seven Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here.
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? There it is again. A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
You know why it was
I have a
abandoned?
theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted the raid?
Well, your
I see why
station
he was like,
involved,
let's
I
not
guess,
break into
although I
the
can be sure.
church. I did shave the mutton chops. Look. I thought it would just clean him up. I didn't realize it'd totally get rid of him,
How
but
come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
you're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
Yes, it could have been here.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
Okay, I know what
Good
I was
luck.
doing.
You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten.
How do I get rid of the smell? Yes, in the mirror. I did the mirror, yeah, in the hostel.
It happened a while
Took
ago.
me a lot of checks
It's an
to get
important
there.
to our business in Martinez now.
You a follower?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are Delorian in origin.
I'm gonna say... Didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The Delorian system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Alright. I'm gonna say... What do you know?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still.
I
Oh.
And will haunt you forever.
have to pee so bad.
As it haunts all men.
So I'm going to do a little pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm about to be back, and I agree. He did look happy back then, and now he just looks depressed, but I'm also like, he is depressed. Sometimes you gotta look how you feel, you know? You keep pretending to be happy, it won't make you feel better in the long run. In my opinion. What's an innocence? I've heard of the system.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
Ruler?
More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office. No, we are alone.
When did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola. Many things, you know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Serene, modern-day Sir Laclais, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed? The past. It's a silo of sadness. No, you must know.
What else?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale, a costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition.
I don't care.
Setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history.
Wow.
Indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mesque and the Occident, and even far away Supramuindi. Altogether, 21 of the 40
they immediately
Mundial
accepted her
nations
rule.
in a city called Advesperaskit in Vespa
Sometimes
Messina.
the history dumps
her
I'm a little like,
homeland.
okay.
The name of the city means
God.
evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza, with the crowd far away.
Must
Oh
have
yes,
been beautiful.
she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. One of the men in this secret service killed her
What?
22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this
history.
ourselves. The
Yeah,
man
definitely, this
was
world is
reported
very
to have
fleshed out.
screamed
I think
at
that's
the
one of my favorite parts of
innocents.
the game. All the characters feel like specific people, and the world also feels like it's
Dolores Day
very,
was shot
very
in
realized.
the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology. Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. Terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
There's something bad about her I want to
You
know.
already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesque state. The Mesque state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule, Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
War criminal! I'm gonna say... she's not human.
Okay. This church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. We should conclude our business and move on.
I'm gonna turn away. I want to do visual calculus. Check it out. Visual calculus. La 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 la. Anything? Okay, maybe nothing. Not negative in visual calculus, so.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex. The shards glimmer in the dark. You see
okay, fine. Alright, well, I think at that point, we shall end it for the day. I skipped one. Oh, the black jacket? Is that a visual calculus? Oh shit, it does. Beans. Well, that's a shame.
The mother of humanism.
Alright, well, we'll try again later. For some reason I was looking for a yellow one. But let's see who else is streaming. I'm enjoying this section. Having a good day. And let's raid Lil Simsy. I will see you all over there. Right, Lil Simsy. Thank you, mods. Thank you, friends. Thank you, everybody, for supporting me and my channel. It really means a lot. I love gaming with you and having you here. And I won't be streaming tomorrow. I will maybe be streaming Thursday. We'll see. And I'm hopeful I'll be back Friday. So I will see you then. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.